New brewers ask me from time to time, why is my airlock not bubbling? Why has it stopped bubbling? Most of the time, there's nothing wrong with your beer, and I'm going to get into that. I'm going to help you with this very simple problem. First of all, how about that shirt? Undiagnosed, but something ain't right. Ain't that true? Big Rob here with Make Beer Easy. I help beginners learn how to brew, make good beer, simple brewing, better beer made easy. I help you work through all the bullshit that's out there, simplify it, and just help you make some good beer at home so you can enjoy this hobby and not be stressed the fuck out about it. Cheers, guys. I'm getting into the Guinness. It's a little afternoon, so that's acceptable. You guys ever been to Dick's? That's a crazy-ass restaurant. I took my daughter there, and it's pretty insane. Highly recommended if you've never been. All right, tomorrow's St. Paddy's Day, so I'm getting the Guinness going early. Let's go. I do have some notes, so yes, you will see me looking down. I want to make sure I cover all this fairly important, but it is basic info once you learn it. Don't panic. This is Make Beer Easy. You're going to be just fine. If you got good ingredients, if you got some new yeast, some good yeast, and you didn't, I don't even know how you could wildly fuck it up, but as long as you didn't wildly fuck it up, your beer is going to ferment. You're going to have some ABV, alcohol by volume, in that bad boy. Number one, most obvious reason is new beginners, new brewers, throw the yeast into the old fermenter and they just start watching it like a hawk. Come on, when are you going to bubble? When are you going to bubble? Reality is that some yeast will wake up in 12 hours, some will take 36 hours. Okay, so problem number one is you just haven't given it enough time and it hasn't taken off yet. Dry yeast takes longer than liquid yeast. So give yourself some time, relax, go pour yourself a beverage, and chill the fuck out. Number two, fermentation is already mostly finished. This happens to me all the time. I'll miss it. I'll miss the vigorous fermentation, the big activity that we all like. You missed it. That doesn't mean your beer's done. That doesn't mean it's time to keg it or to bottle it. Beer continues to ferment even though you're not seeing any activity. If this happened, if it's already done, you probably saw the Krausen ring went up and then it dropped. So there's probably a ring around your fermenter that shows that the majority of the fermentation is over. Now, again, don't take that to mean, okay, my beer's done. Absolutely, first 48 hours, 72, the majority of it's done. However, the beer is not ready. It's going to continue to ferment, but it's also going to clean itself up. The yeast is going to clean itself up, so you give it time. I always recommend minimum 10 days. 10 days, not 5, 10. You can do grain the glass in 4 to 5, guys. I've done it many times. If I'm thirsty and need some beverages for Christmas or what have you, and I ended up draining my keg because I get crazy like that from time to time, for sure, you can do grain the glass. No problem. Very doable. You want good tasting beer, minimum 10 days, go for 2 weeks. If you can will up the patience. I need a drink. Yes, sir. Reason number 3 is your fermenter isn't perfectly sealed. And this is not a reason to panic. With Big Rob, this is Make Beer Easy. We don't panic. We're making good beer at home. It's going to taste good. See, CO2 builds up creates a layer of CO2 over the beer. So even if you've got a leak somewhere at the top, the CO2 is protecting it. So it's not a big panic that you're thinking your beer is going to get crazy oxygenated. It's not. You're going to be fine. But it could be escaping out through the lid, the grommet, or the seal. The CO2 could be. Gas finds the path of least resistance. So if it's heading on up and you've got a leak around your whatever, the cover, the seal, it's going to head out that way instead of going up through your bubbler. Next time around, if you're not seeing any of that action, just go through and see if you can find any leaks or whatever is going on. Tighten it up. Perhaps your grommet wasn't in good enough. Get yourself a new damn fermenter. They're pretty damn cheap. Number 5, the airlock isn't set properly. Same idea as what I'm talking about. You got a little leak. I've got a Spidell. I love the fucking thing, but I do have an issue with it that I'll push the grommet down. The airlock sits in top of it. I'll push it down, and it just kind of pops back up. And I know it's locking in there, but it drives me fucking nuts. But that could be an issue as well. The airlock is not pushed in tightly enough. Okay. 6 is some yeast ferment more calmly. This is very common as well. If you want a vigorous Fermentation, where you're going, yeah, baby, look at that son of a bitch buck. Get yourself some Nottingham English ale yeast. That'll tear it up. You'll see 9 times out of 10 you're going to see a lot of vigorous activities. A lot of other yeasts are real slow going, and they just don't go all ape shit crazy. So it could just be the type of yeast that you're using as well. Different yeast strain behave differently. Lack of bubbling does not mean lack of activity. Trust me. So, Airlock, here's a couple key teaching points. Big teaching points for y'all. Should need a drink here first. Oh, I love me a Guinness. So much more than a breakfast drink. Yes, sir. Key teaching points. Airlock bubbles are not a reliable way to measure fermentation. Okay? Whether you're not, man, I've had some that I saw no bubbles. I'm like, come on, what's going on? And it was fine. The real check is get your hydrometer out. Mine's back there. Give it a test. Don't do it every day. Don't drive yourself crazy. You know, I wouldn't even touch it for 24, 36 hours. Maybe shit's just not going yet. After that, go ahead, take a reading. Hopefully you took initial gravity reading. You can see on my blog how to take all those and take a reading. And if it's moved, you know fermentation's happening. That's it, guys. Chill out. Everything's going to be fine. Again, if you use good ingredients, new ingredients, not like stuff sitting around homebrew shops forever. No ingredients. A good yeast. I'm brewing a can of goo here in the next day or two for you guys to show you how to improve a can of goo. Can of goo is the beer kits. I got a Cooper's sparkling ale. I'm going to brew that boy up. But look what's on top. Oh, isn't that cute? Cooper's has decided to put little diagrams on their yeast yet now, but it's still, I wouldn't use it. So I toss that bad boy. I'm going to get myself some good yeast. As long as you're using good yeast, a can that's not expired, ingredients, if you're doing all grain that are not expired, you follow the simple process of making good beer, fermentation is going to happen. That's what I got for you guys. If you like this type of content, be sure to subscribe, wherever the hell that is. I give out tips, I do brew days, all that good shit. And if you've been brewing for a little while, or you're thinking about getting into all grain, I give away my 5 best-selling my personal 5 best-selling recipes to my best-selling beers for my brew pub that I own. And you can get that over my blog. I'll put a link under this. That's what I got for you guys. Any questions, reach the hell out. And I got to figure out how to turn this bad boy off. Cheers. Big Rob. He gone. Get it in there. Oh, yeah.